Whiskey checking in. This video we're going to look at the patch release schedules of other servers compared against each other. I calculated the duration of the patches as from the day it launches until the day before the next patch starts. So the numbers don't reflect the lengths of the events, but the patch duration itself. Disclaimer, this video is not a content roadmap. Its sole purpose is to give you an idea of what kind of schedule Global could potentially follow if Kure decides to go the way of the Taiwan or Japanese versions of the game. The Chinese version will naturally serve as our benchmark. For the launch of Punishing, all servers are essentially the same, with Taiwan and our own Global being a day shorter each. The real schedule shifts start kicking in with Frozen Darkness. CN has its usual 6 weeks. Taiwan and JP were, with 9 days less, over a week shorter. For Global, Fallen Star began on September 9th, so Global's Frozen Darkness was 37 days in total, very similar to Japan and Taiwan. Fallen Star is the patch where Taiwan and Japan really stepped on the gas, cutting the time down to around 4 weeks. Global's Fallen Star runs from September 9th till October 11th, for a total of 33 days or almost 5 weeks. Eternal Engine, in comparison, was the full 6 weeks on Taiwan and 1 day less on CN. JP was the shortest of the three, with 5 weeks and 3 days. The following patch, Nona Ouroboros, an A-rank patch, was quite different between both Taiwan and Japan. Taiwan was only 1 week less than China, but JP cut the time by over 2 weeks. Only a few days less, and they would have effectively halved the patch's duration. The next S-rank patch, Kowloong Metropolis, brings both of the non-CN servers back in line. Taiwan's patch was 5 weeks long, Japan 5 weeks and 2 days. The summer event that followed though, ooh boy. Taiwan, according to my research, only ran this patch for 3 weeks, half the time it had on CN. I triple checked to be sure I wasn't wrong on this, and I checked one more time while writing the script because I still couldn't believe it. Japan, on the other hand, actually had Grand Blue 1 day longer than CN. Grand Blue is an important patch in PGR because it introduces a new type of unit. I'm not aware of an official English name for this unit type yet, so I'll call them by the name the other versions use in their promotional material, Compositors. Like A-ranks, you only need one 10 pull during their debut phase to guarantee them. Unlike A-ranks, that 10 pull needs to be made with black cards or event construct R&D tickets. The compositor of this patch doesn't matter yet, as it's given out for free once you reach a certain commandant/account level. This is not the case for future compositors, so if you want them, they will eat into your black cards. Compositors, to my knowledge, are not as important as S-rank constructs, and you should continue to prioritize S-rank construct debut banners. China ran the next S-rank patch, Firn Night, for an additional week, so 7 weeks in total. Japan did the same, while Taiwan cut the time down to 6 weeks. The following patch, Lost Chapter, sees the release of the first non-free compositor together with an A-rank. It was 1 week shorter than the usual 6 weeks on CN, likely to balance out the extra week Firn Night had. Taiwan ran this event for 36 days. Lost Chapter is scheduled to be 40 days on JP. The S-rank patch, Fake Ascension, returned CN to its usual 42 days. Taiwan was only 1 day shorter with 41 days. The collab patch for Nier Automata, dubbed Untold Naraka, was 7 weeks on CN, the extra week likely added to celebrate the collaboration. For Taiwan, Nier was 43 days, 1 day more than CN's default patch length. The final patch we can compare is Echo Aria. CN returns to its usual 6 weeks, while Taiwan, according to the in-game notice, will be at least 33 days, plus 1 or 2 days if there's downtime between patches. So, let's make sense of all these numbers. When you talk to players of other non-CN servers, they can be quite quick in telling you how fast their schedule is. While that is certainly true for some patches, the average patch duration of other servers isn't all that bad. Leaving out the launch patch, both JP and Taiwan average about 5 weeks per patch, only 1 week less than CN. The important question for Global is Global going to have a similar schedule to JP and Taiwan? Frozen Darkness is 37 days, and Fallen Stars 33 days, average out to a total of 35 days, or exactly 5 weeks. While not definitive hard proof, I'd say this is a good early indication of Global aiming for an average of 5 weeks per patch. We do have to account for the fact that Global is far behind even JP, which was, before Global's release, the newest version of the game. Therefore, we should not consider the 5 weeks per patch absolute. So, what do you guys think the schedule for Global will be like? What do you want it to be? Would you prefer it to be exactly like China, with 6 weeks per patch so we can build up more black cards? Or would you like to see it sped up so we get to the new stuff faster? As always, if you have any questions, corrections, or additions, please leave them together with your schedule, opinions, and wishes in the comments below. This is Whiskey Titan, signing out.